right, virtual wrestling fans? Sam Schluter, the straight shooter here, and I'm so excited. I just met right now, organically, right now, right when I call him up. I'd like to keep it a little honest as I could, right? So, 29 years old, 5'11", 238 pounds, from ATL. He was trained by AR Fox. Got into the business 2018. He's already making a lot of motion and commotion in the ocean. Let's give it up for none other than one of my newest friends, I say. We're going to be friends after this interview. After this interview, we're going to parlay for a bit. Alex Kane, your MLW, Major League Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. What's up, Alex? Nice to meet you. How's it going? How you feel today, champ?
I feel good. I'm recovering from a dinged up shoulder, so that's starting to feel a little bit better. Trying to get ready to do business this weekend.
That's awesome to hear, man. That's awesome to hear. Oh man, so you're the MLW champion and
World champion.
World champion. You did your thing in a battle royal, and you started off at number one.
Yep.
Tell us about that experience.
Going in number one in Battle Riot was definitely insane. It's cool to be. I mean, it's not the Royal Rumble, but I mean, it's still the same going in number one, kind of like Steve Austin. So that was a cool moment for me. It was a test. It was a test, no doubt, on just my physical ability, my cardio and stuff like that. And then it was also really cool to be in there and get to mix it up with some people like Willie Mack before we wrestled at Fury Road, or Taya Valkyrie. That would be a cool match to have. Ray Jazz, just a bunch of different people, to mix it up with. That was really, really cool. And then we had some of those cooler moments that would have been even cooler if I could get his leg off. Can't remember the man's name right now, but he had a prosthetic on. I was trying to rip it off, couldn't get it off. Made me very, very sad. Man, other than that, it was just an amazing experience. To have a crowd behind me the entire match was crazy. I wouldn't trade that experience for anything in the world.
Now, you lasted how long? Over an hour, right? Way over an hour.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like over an hour.
And how did you physically and mentally prepare yourself for that?
Physically, I just did a lot of cardio. And then mentally, I just kind of be positive with myself and just let myself know, man, I got this. This is what they've been preparing me for. This is what I prepared myself for. And it's time to bring it home. Can't go in number one and then lose. You know what I'm saying?
Now let's find out a little bit about little Alex Kane. Now, did you always know you wanted to be a wrestler? And at what age did you start watching wrestling?
I think I started watching wrestling, and I would think I was kindergarten, so maybe 5 years old. As soon as I saw professional wrestling, I knew that's what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. I think I was watching. What was it? Jeff Hardy versus Undertaker for the undisputed title on Raw. And I was watching with my dad, and when I saw Jeff Hardy come out, I was like, Dad, this is what I'm going to do with my life. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a professional wrestler. And I would literally tell anybody that would listen to me that I'm going to be a professional wrestler.
Now, you debuted in 2018, but you were clearly training before that. So you were training with AR Fox. And when did you step foot in? How old were you when you started taking bumps?
I was 25 years old. Yeah, it was like 25 or 26, one of the two. I had went to a few of AR Fox's Thursday shows that they do at the WWA 4. And I just really like the atmosphere. I like that everybody. I like that it felt like a family, with all the other wrestlers there and stuff. So I made the decision. I think it was like a few weeks after the last show that I went to. I went to go, talk to Fox, sign up. And like I didn't know who AR Fox was at the time. Like I mean, I saw like the website or whatever, and that he has all these connections and stuff like that. But I still didn't know who he was because I only watched like WWE and TNA when I could catch it. So when he walked through the door to come talk to me, like I instantly felt like I don't know when you meet somebody that's important or whatever, they just have an aura about them. Um, and he was just like super. He looked really cool, and then he was just like super humble. But he answered all my questions. I think he let me get in the. I think if I can remember, he let me get in the ring that day before like I even paid as like a trial. Um, but yeah, man, he was always like super hands on. He was always like looking up stuff for me to try. Um, if there's anybody that I should thank, that I can thank, for my success today, it's him.
Now, did did you know, like, when you first going into it, or how old were you when you smarten up, like, oh, this is a work, or this is a big I like to call it, man vellas, like novellas, but for man. You get everything. You get drama, you get action, you get storytelling. It's the best form of entertainment to me. So how old were
Um,
you when you realized, like, oh, you smarten up?
um, I want to say like 12 or 13. When kids at school would always tell me that it's fake, it's fake, it's fake, and like I would defend it tooth and nail. I was getting in fights about it or whatever. And when I look back on it now, it's kind of stupid.
Don't say the
But
F word.
I mean, it is what it is. I use that word a lot. Um, I think I was talking to. It was before I wrestled. I think it was before or after I wrestled Davey Richards for the first time. Um, and he kind of said, "I'm about to show you how all of this is an illusion, or whatever." Because I'm over here freaking out, like I'm about to wrestle Davey Richards. This man is a machine. Um, and then we get in there, we do the damn thing, we get to the back, and I'm just like, "You were fucking right. This is all fucking illusion." Um, and then like I've also heard I think I was like 12, 13 years old when I realized that this isn't like this isn't like boxing or anything like that. Like this is definitely a TV show. So
So how would you consider your form of wrestling, like your package? What kind of wrestler are you? Technical. You're a
I have
brawler.
been told I've been told that I'm a power technician. Because I mean I can mat wrestle, chain wrestle, and all that other good stuff. But because I throw suplexes, there's the power element in there. So yeah, I would say I'm a power technician. I like that.
What kind of pregame routine you have for a match?
I like to listen to the most like I can't say that word on here.
You can
Um,
hey, you can say whatever you want right here, brother. You're all
I
good.
try to listen to the most hood music on the planet. Just like the stuff that'll make you just like want to run through a wall or just roll up on somebody and beat their ass. That really gets me into that right mindset. I mean, if I have pre-workout, I'll take that, or whatever supplements that I have, I'll take those. And then I'm just like jamming, listening to my music, talking to the Boom My Fight Club, and just watching the show, like getting pumped. But yeah, I mean, pretty much is listen my pre-match routine is listening to music and stretching, trying to get that pump going, trying to get that pump going.
What's your go-to song?
Man, it's Kane and Saul. It was it's Young Thug and one other guy, but Young Thug's the main guy in the song. But it's called Kane and Saul.
Who's your favorite wrestler, man? Growing up, who's your man? I was a big Hulk Hogan guy. I'm old school, so I was a big Hulk
We
Hogan
don't
guy.
we don't we don't mess with Hulk Hogan in this household. We won't mess with Hulk Hogan in this household.
It was the
Um,
80s. You had to be there, bro. We were all
nah.
flooded. You know what? But to be truthful, I got through wrestling through Mr. T because I'm from Chicago. I was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois, in the city, not in the suburbs, but in the city. And dude, everybody knew Mr. T and Mr. T on the A team. And then it was like, oh, Mr. T's hanging out with these folks. We gotta watch them or support Mr. T. So that's really what the whole rock and wrestling thing and Mr. T and all
hmm
that. But to my defense, but
Um,
I'm
all
Hulk Hogan.
yeah. I mean, like all time, the person that really got me into wrestling or whatever, like the first character like I truly like believed in and wanted to be was Shelton Benjamin. Definitely like his gold standard run was definitely like when I was like, oh shit, this guy's cool as fuck. Um, so yeah, that's probably my favorite of all time is Shelton Benjamin.
He's a good one. He's one of the favorite ones too, man. There's something to like in wrestling for everybody, you know.
Yeah,
You know
definitely.
and what are your future plans in the as being world champion? What kind of reign you hope to have? What kind of stamp you hope to you know put on the company?
I think well, I'm my biggest focuses are having the longest title reign, um, having some of the best stories, the best storylines going on. Just the biggest thing for me is just making an impact and not just being world champion. Like, oh yeah, cool, great, awesome. Like, I'm trying to move that needle. So, in any way I can make an impact is how I'm trying to make an impact. I have a few things up my sleeve that I can't talk about, but they're potentially game changers.
Right, right. Of course, that's you always got to you can't the right hand can't tell what the left hand is doing sometimes. You ever heard that one?
Yeah, I've heard that one a few times.
What's your favorite match of all time?
Oh man, I don't. It's gonna sound bad. I don't have one. I really don't have one. I really don't have a favorite match of all time. There's not a match that I'm just like. Actually, no. No, no. Actually, no. No, let me not say that. Let me not say that
There's
because
got
I
to
do
be one.
watch. Uh, what was it? What matches have I watched more times? Mm. Yeah, I can't say that I have a favorite match of all time. Which I know that I guess that makes me a bad wrestling fan, but I don't. Um, I mean, my taste changes from year to year, from month to month. Um, I guess I can say that I thoroughly enjoy any Roman Reigns main event since he's been tribal chief. Um, I truly enjoy his work and how he puts things together.
So,
But
is Roman Reigns your current favorite wrestler right now? Who's your current favorite that you like looking out? You like looking at.
yeah, yeah, who I like to study the most is probably Roman Reigns. He's at the top of this industry for a reason. And I've always said like in order to strive to be the greatest or to want to be the greatest, you got to look at the people who are in that category already. And since he's in that category at the top of the industry, um, yeah, I definitely study him a lot.
Who's your number one supporter? Who's in your corner? Who's your biggest fan, man?
My wife is my biggest fan.
You got kids?
I have no children. Don't plan on having any children either. Children are expensive. Shit, my wife is from Germany, so if we ever end up moving to Germany, which I'm not against it, if we ever end up moving to Germany, I'll think about having kids.
The wrestling scene's dope out there.
It is dope. It's not only that I wish it had the same like opportunity and access as we do over here in America, um, and the same like reach. They had the same reach as American audiences have or American companies have. They would be set. I'm surprised there isn't a billionaire or somebody who's decided, hey, Europe would be a great place for a wrestling company. Let's make one.
Well, they just did the whole Wembley thing, and they did real good, better numbers than they do in the states. And I was thinking something like that too. Like, yeah, they need to do
No,
something
I
like
mean like
permanent
there need
in
we
that
have
side of town.
WWE, we have AEW. Somebody needs to come up with something in Europe.
Right. That that'd be something cool. That'd be something cool. Now, do you come from a big family, or you're only kid, or you got a lot of brothers and
Uh,
sisters?
but I gotta say a decent sized family. Both my parents. I have a, I have three brothers and one sister. Um, I can't really talk too much about my cousins and stuff because we weren't like super close to them. Like we'd hang out like on holidays and stuff like that, but it wasn't ever like you know hanging out all the time or anything like that. But yeah, I think three brothers, one sister, and then me. Decent sized family.
Do you still remember your first match, and who was it against?
My first professional wrestling match. My first professional wrestling match was against the uh, the great and wonderful AR Fox. I was a nervous wreck, definitely. I think Austin Theory was in the crowd along with his friend Fry Daddy, so that added on to the pressure. But yeah, it was an interesting one. It was definitely an interesting one. He threw everything at me but the kitchen sink.
Now, I'm sure there was another match before your first professional one, but you gotta have like, who's your first match with? Do you remember that one? Like your first time, they're like, oh, you're gonna go and have like a full blown match, bell to bell. Do you
Yeah,
remember?
that was my that
Oh,
was
that
yeah
was
that
it.
was
That
yeah.
was it. That's awesome.
So
That's good
Fox
company.
yeah, so Fox will do however long it takes you to like pick everything up, at least the basics or whatever. For me, it was like three months. Um, However long it takes you to pick up the basics or whatever, and then like when he feels that you're ready, you'll wrestle him, or how he used to do it, you'll wrestle him to graduate. So that was my graduation match. Was there against Air Fox.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. That's good company. That's good company to be training with him and learning the ropes with him. And how was it when they came to you and they told you, hey, we're gonna make you MLW champion, world champion? How was that day? Was it was coming, or was it a big surprise, or how'd you feel?
Um, it was it was a surprise in the sense of like, okay, they really believe in me, but like they've always kind of told me like this has been the plan all along. It's just trying was we were trying to see if you were going to deliver on all the other like opportunities that we gave you or whatever. And since you did that and you busted your ass, you've gotten over. Like we're gonna strap this to you and see where it goes.
Were you nervous? Were you
Uh,
excited, or
I was
you know?
excited. I wouldn't say too nervous or anything like that. I was just excited, for this new opportunity, the new matchups, and the new stories that will be able to be told, and then just like playing more and more with the Bumaye for the people stuff. So like I'm just excited to see where we're gonna go.
Now, as MLW champion, we got about 90 seconds left. As MLW champion, do you know who's next in line to get that ass whooped, get them hands put on them?
Oh
Who's
yeah,
coming?
the next victim is Davy Boy Smith Jr., Harry Smith, DBS, whatever you want to call him. We've had a nice feud here. We've gone a little bit back and forth. Um, he choked me out before Battle Riot. I choked him out in Battle Riot to win Battle Riot. He won the Opera Cup, so now he gets a shot at Big Gold. But Davy. There's no amount of help from MSL, Matt Cardona, Snitsky. It doesn't matter. You can have whoever you want in your corner. I'm gonna do you just like I did you in Battle Riot. You going night
Yo,
night.
yeah, that sounds like it's gonna be a banger, man. Davy Boy Smith, oh man, that's gonna be. They need to tune into that one, man. Hey, Alex.
Slaughterhouse, October 14th, live on Fight Plus.
Yep. Also, let them know, man. Before we get out of here, let them know how to get in contact with you, how do people find you. How to, they want to be a part of the Alex Kane campaign. That's a good one. You know
That's a
what I'm
good
saying?
one.
We
That's a
try to
really
run
good
the
one.
Alex Kane campaign. You keep
The
the
Alice
keep the
Kane
championship
campaign.
reign going with a little champagne. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Alex_Kane11. You can follow me on TikTok at that same handle. Instagram is the Suplex Assassin. YouTube, just Alex Kane. And if you want to book me, Alex Kane Bookings at gmail.com.
All right, brother, man. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. We appreciate this. That concludes the interview. We're gonna talk a little bit more backstage or whatever it is. And Alex Kane, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, man.
Thank you.
There it is, Alex Kane. What are you gonna do? All right, sand shooter, straight shooter. Look, I'm fading out. All right, y'all. That's how it goes. We'll see y'all in about 2 weeks for 2KWE Fridays and Sundays. All right, out of here.
Yeah. I come and never sleep on me. Eyes on my chain, 숙여 너의 고개를 what you looking at fool 너의 눈 허리 멍청했고 find your comfort from another yeah. I go low like undercover yeah. Wanna know my name 죽지 않은 일은 위에 부어버려 기름 guess you can even guess me cause I'm baby high low로 확실해 not like maybe yeah, let me welcome to my palace 찾지 않아 Alice you just keep on wonder You just keep on wonder 찾지 않아 Alice 버려 너의 memory I just pop a bin Danny have been 나는 걸어 Boeing 747 I get weak get ready Like I wanna get late 준비해 빨리 we ain't got a lot of time man wavy night Jameson hit the rock bottom 잃어버린 정신 머리들 yeah got 'em yeah shot 'em 모든 problems 언제까지 기다려야 할래 now gone yeah